That's the idea behind the college football playoff. It's being dominated by the same schools. It was being dominated by a couple of different conferences. So by expanding it, in theory, you give more schools and more conferences a chance. Think about March Madness, except the difference is there's a lot more teams and conference champions automatically get in. All of them, not just 6 of them. But in college football, if what you're going to do is have a footprint at least for 6 conference champions, okay, so then maybe have a little extra flair, though the Pac-12 may not exist by the time they start. But then what's going to happen with the next 6 highest ranked teams, it's going to end up being teams from these power conferences. So you're not going to end Big 10, Pac-12, or I'm sorry, Big 10, Big 12, SEC, ACC. It's going to end up being more of the same. At least that's how it feels to me. As opposed to having more variety, as opposed to including more of your time zones, more of your conferences, as opposed to adding the western half of the country to the mix in a more substantial way, it's going to be more of the same. Because these conferences are adding, hoarding, gobbling up schools, and so the rich get richer. And that applies both monetarily as well as to the power component. And actually, do we have time for one more? We have time for the last one? Okay, so Greg Sankey has this idea, this ideal about them coming together as commissioners.
Even though we disagree, we can move forward. What's key is to identify the points of disagreement and then work on those. And of anything that frustrated me through that CFP experience is we never made the effort to work through some of the stopping points.
Interesting. So he does point out that there are definitely some miscues, some missteps that have been made by the Power 5 commissioners. And they could come up against some other hurdles, which is why he's saying we have to work together. Because if the Pac-12 can't continue, if it disbands, it's a funny word for it, then you're going to have these commissioners have to go back and figure out, how do we decide the 12, right? How do we come up with the 12 automatic bids, quote unquote? Do we make it 5 since there's no more Pac-12? Do we invite, different teams, different schools? Do we make it wide open so it's based on rankings? Yeah, everything. All of a sudden, it's uncertain footing in college football. All right, we're back tonight. Have a great Wednesday. It's After Hours, CBS Sports Radio. Boom!
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And in the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. The crazy thing is, this never ends. Even when you die, your family's now going to be stuck with this burden. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Jeff Lageman, Kevin Faber, and Kirk Waltz bring you into the outdoors.
We've got 3 big bucks.
On the Nimnicht Outdoor Show, presented by Duck Duck Rooter. 7 to 10 every Saturday morning on 1010XL.
Your Jaguars are back at Everbank Stadium, and we can't wait to see you there. Deciding on your favorite matchup has never been easier with a bundle at the bank. Purchase tickets to 3 or more games, starting at just $58 per game. As a bundle purchaser, you receive exclusive access to Jaguars and Daly's Place pre-sales, discounts on single game tickets, and so much more. But seats are selling fast, so lock them in now. Visit Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Lauren Brooks here. Tired of joint pain holding you back? Try BioTarget from Injury Care Centers. This treatment will prolong the life of your joints by targeting the root of your pain and delivering more regenerative cells to the affected area, ensuring faster and more effective healing. making BioTarget the most advanced regenerative treatment. For a limited time, BioTarget starts as low as $499. Call Injury Care Centers or visit GoBioTarget.com. That's GoBioTarget.com.
What drug was administered to children in the late 1800s to mitigate coughing?
We all know that saving money on items like homeowners insurance can be done. Ask your agent about the new Southern Oak Insurance deductible options. It'll save money for you.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
The Bayer Pharmaceutical Company prescribed heroin regularly for coughing children until 1924, when it was banned altogether.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
Your shrimp in a bag.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, presented by FIS, is home all week at 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark. Tonight is ViStar Good is Everywhere Wednesday, featuring Jacksonville Speech and Hearing. Tomorrow is Coors Light Thirsty Thursday, then it's Red Shirt Friday with fireworks, presented by Florida Health, Duval County. The first 2,000 fans on Saturday get a free backpack. Then kids run the bases on Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day. Tickets start at just $5.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Does your home or building need painting? For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Hey, Hicken here. I hope your summer's been as fun as mine. We had some great vacations, did some traveling. Must admit, though, I'm looking forward to everybody kind of getting back into order. My youngest going off to college. Everything got is settling down in the house. Man, the house is taking a beating, so the towel and grout, the carpets and rugs all need a good cleaning. Time to call Zero Res. Right now, Zero Res offering the hottest price of the year on towel and grout cleaning. Get your towel and grout cleaned and sealed 25% off. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward, Zero Res, spell it backward. Right way to clean.
Mark Watson for Hardball Creative. Free promo tip. Put your logo on golf balls and give them to clients who are bad golfers. More hacks equals more exposure. Trust me, it's science. HardballCreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Home of the Jaguars. 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM. Jacksonville Beach. When Jag News breaks, hear it first on 1010XL. This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 9th, 1936, Jesse Owens is part of the American 100-meter relay team that wins gold in world record fashion at the Berlin Olympics.
Attention car buyers, are you noticing markups on vehicles on dealer lots? Well, come to Key Buick GMC, where we never have markups on our vehicles. Ask for Derek or Brian, where we have fair value pricing, no additional markups, as well as the only Buick GMC dealer with a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new Buicks and GMCs. That's only at Key Buick GMC. We are professional grade across from Tinseltown on the corner of South Side and Gate, or go to our website, keybuickgmc.com.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. If you're looking for a real solution to your thinning hair or hair loss, call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS.
What's causing your hair to fall out? Can your hair grow back? Get to the root of your problem with IHRS Hair and Scalp Analysis. This analysis magnifies your hair and scalp 400 times to see what procedures can restore your hair. Call right now for your free analysis, 904-777-IHRS, or visit hairforme.com. Stop wasting money on solutions that don't work. IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years. They are the only clinic to offer the trademarked multi-unit hair grafting PRP platelet-rich plasma and the NeoGraft FUE hair transplant procedure.
Schedule your free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 904-777-IHRS or visit hair4me.com. Hairforme.com.
Tired Tired of the same old places for happy hour? Downtown's best is at Bellwether. It's Tuesday through Saturday from 4 to 7, with the exception on Friday when happy hour starts at 11 because why not? For all you late-nighters, Bellwether offers nightcap specials on Friday and Saturday from 9 to 11. Want a snack with your cocktail? Bellwether has a unique bar food spread. And guess what? All metered parking is free after 6 and weekends. That's Bellwether Downtown.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. We're your local family jeweler for 46 years in Jacksonville with a huge selection of diamonds, gemstones, and pre-owned Rolex watches. And Monahan Jewelers is your store for expert jewelry repair turned around in 1 or 2 days. Most jewelry stores take 2 weeks or more, and many stores send your jewelry somewhere else for repair. At Monahan Jewelers, our jewelry repair is done in-house by expert craftsmen, and Monahans can turn around most repairs in a day or two. So bring your jewelry repair to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
I'm Shane with Renew Solutions, an expert in transforming your hardwood floors to a timeless and elegant new look. For any wood floor repairs, replace, or installs, I've got you covered at Renew Solutions. Visit renewjacksfloors.com.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Googa! It's go time on a Wednesday morning. It's a hump day. We are humping it. I hope this morning, E to the T, good morning. Welcome, sir.
What to do, Jeffrey?
Here's my hope this morning as I greet you all at 6:04, okay? All you 6 o'clockers out there, I ran into one this morning at the Sip and Go. Appreciate it, my man. Good morning to you, too. To all you 6 o'clockers, I don't care if you're walking into your 8th floor office or if you're loading up a truck, whatever it is you're doing right now, take a head count of your work crew or of your staff. Take a head count. Is there one missing? I hope there's one missing because I hope the Mega Millions winner in Neptune Beach was a 6 o'clocker. There it is. I said it. We got a multi-millionaire out there walking amongst us. If you haven't heard the news, the Mega Millions jackpot was hit by one person. It was hit by one person in Florida. It was hit by one person in Florida in our area. It was hit by one person in Florida in our area, right out at the beach, Neptune Beach. So one of your neighbors or friends is rolling in the cash this morning. The first thing I do, E.T., when I see, I don't play the lotto, hardly at all, or the lottery. I mean, here or there, when you get these huge lotto fever jackpots, right, I'll jump into the fray. But the first thing I do, and most of the time, it's never even anywhere near us. Not the big jackpot. I can't recall the last time someone local won one of these huge ones. I mean, we got people that win jackpots, sure, through the years. But I usually jump in when it gets to be something just crazy like this, which was well over $1 billion. But the lump sum, man, after they take it all out, $750 million plus.
Show me the money.
Show me the money, man.
Louder. Show me the money. That's it, brother, but you got to yell. Show me the money. I need to feel you, Jerry. Show me the money. Jerry, you better yell. Show me the money.
Oh, I hope it was a 6 o'clocker. I hope it was a life changer. Sold out at Neptune Beach. Now, I did a couple of things here. All right. Like I said, I usually jump in when it's lotto fever crazy like this. So the first thing I do, I mean, oh my gosh, if it hits in the area, the first thing you do is you check and you make sure it wasn't hit at the store right around the corner from you, or the dailies that you stop at every morning, or wherever it is when you buy your lotto tickets. And I'm sure y'all that play all the time, you're in a routine. You probably get them to the same spot every week. I mean, so for me, it would be 3 or 4 different places that I would would grab them here and there, which, like I said, I hardly ever do. Maybe get some scratch-offs around Christmas time, pass it around, I hardly ever play. And I'm not afraid to gamble, by the way. I don't mind a few matchsticks on the table for something. So the first thing I do is I check, and I'm just, please, God, don't be the store right around the corner that I always go to. And it's not. It's out at Neptune Beach. So somebody out there is rolling in it this morning.
What's up, cuz?
I mean, right?
Bruh, long lost.
Now, here's the only other thing I thought. I do have one really good friend that lives in Neptune Beach.
I got a lot of them.
Like you have a certain amount of friends. You would always wish well on anyone you know who wins the lottery. If ET wins the lottery, I expect him to enjoy it with his family and everyone else. I'm not expecting him to trickle down to any and everyone that he knows. But you have a certain level of friends that you figure if they won $750+ million like that,
they gonna show love.
Yeah, they will
break bread.
Yeah, they're gonna give you a couple million, right? And there's a circle of people, and we all do that fantasy, right?
Oh, all the time.
If you win, like if I win $750, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna give this person and these
scenario
people.
Played out so many times.
Yeah. If I won $750 million, I got to be. This is the best career move you ever made. You get a little trickle down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
$750 million at my age. Yeah.
I'll let your boy.
Yeah, you get taken care of. There'd be a lot of people here that get taken. Everybody here.
Life changing.
Yeah. Yours
For
would be
your boy.
Yours would be altering. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably throw you a mill.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, I know. That's not like super generous. I just want $750 million. I mean, I want $750 million. I'm 56 years old, bro. I'll throw, I don't know, $500 million in the bank.
Right.
And then I will play like a child with $250 million. I mean, I'll give it away like Pac-Man at a Vegas club.
Don't take it back, dude.
No, there won't be any taking nothing back. I will go downtown to the Modus building and dump it off the roof, baby. We would have some fun if this 6 o'clocker won the 750+. Yeah. You'd be in the trickle down, though. It'd be good. It'd be a good career move for you.
Good feeling.
Yeah. It could be done. The show'd be over. That'd be sad.
Yes.
That'd be bad, right? So, yeah, I'd be in for the show. It could be done. TV, you're out too, I imagine. Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably still be around here.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, $1 million. You should probably stick around.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make some demands. You'll be sitting here. Freaking Gibby will be in there pushing buttons for you. Yeah. From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures this morning, Jeff, I drive for Publix. I delivered there yesterday, but didn't buy my ticket there. Oof. Let's just hope it was sold yesterday evening, my friend, or 2 days ago or whenever it came. But, yeah, apparently it was a Publix out there at Neptune Beach. And so shout out to, again, I got one buddy that the trickle down would hit me. I would bet for a couple million, maybe even more than that, to be honest. But I don't know for sure. I wouldn't be expecting it, but I would be expecting it. But congrats, again, back to my nidge. I hope it's a 6 o'clocker. I hope some joker went up today with that bastard alarm beeping at him at 5 a.m., checked his lotto numbers. Let me see my Mega Millions. Let me see what we got here. Wait, what now? Hold on. I have a heart attack, boss.
Hold on, let's read that
What?
again.
Hold on. What? Read them again. 13.
Yep.
What? 23. 24.
You get the itch in your head?
32, 33, 14. Oh, my God, we won!
Oh, man.
Do you go greedy immediately and say, oh, I hope I'm the only one? I think I'd take my 375 and be happy too. But, man, yeah, $750 million. Some lucky so-and-so. You lucky so-and-so. I'll give you that one, too, before we move on to some fun sports stuff. You lucky son of a so-and-so. You lucky bleepity bleep. You went over to the Publix. You got yourself your,
Duval sub.
Yeah, you got... You went over there and you just, you get some milk and some OJ. Oh, I'll buy a Mega Millions. Well, I mean, you can't win if you don't play.
Yeah, I'll throw a couple bucks at
Yeah,
it. Sure.
you woke up this morning, you got good for you, man. But you are a lucky so-and-so. Oh, are you lucky? Spend it wisely, my friend.
Don't forget about your cousin over here.
If you're a 6 o'clocker, I want to be in the trickle down. I don't care if it's $50.
Right.
I mean, is that where I've reached the bottom of my career when I'm on the radio pandering for the Mega Millions winner to drop me off a 50 spot? I mean, what are we doing?
I'd probably frame that 50 spot.
What are we doing? All right. Let's get to we got a lot going on, as always, on a Wednesday. It's a hump day. That means it's a stump day, and Get Smart John will join us. It's a Petros Plumbing Wednesday. His appliances working an extra in this hot weather, and that can include plumbing and water heaters. I'm not an expert. They are. And that's why you know to go to Petros Plumbing for any plumbing issue, problem, potential problem, redo. You go to their website. You'll say, they do it all. And they've been doing it all for a long time, our friends at Petros Plumbing. I have a question for you, E.T., now as we are just a few days away from the preseason opener and, the majority of camp is behind us.
What's up?
Do you feel better about the Jaguars right now than you did when they walked off the field in Kansas City? Do you feel better, the worse, or the same?
Hey, that's a good question.
Thank you.
And,
I thought about that as I came in today to drive the narrative.
And I actually, if you asked me that question like back then, it was no, I don't feel any better. But right now, I feel way better.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Do you feel better about the Jaguars now than you did when training camp started? Or the same? Better?
The same.
The same.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do too. But I did a little exercise yesterday. I hosted the Jaguars Roundtable. That podcast will drop. We had a great 45, 50-minute conversation. Me, Mike DiRocco from ESPN, and our buddy Aaron Beasley. Killa in the house. And Aaron Beasley pays a lot of attention. This just isn't a former player we had to kick it around with us. He knew his stuff, so it made for some pretty entertaining, video and description of what we can expect this season. So look for that to drop soon here. It's a season preview, as it were. But part of what we did yesterday is we looked at the schedule. And I almost maybe should use scheduled date, perhaps, as do you feel better, worse, or the same since the scheduled date was released, which I believe was in early May after the draft. So we had an idea. I famously picked them at 12-5 after one last chance to pat myself on the back. Well, was the only one here that had them 10 wins and in the playoffs last year. Thank you. You're welcome. Bless you in there, my man.
Thank you.
My dog just fired off about 8 sneezes in there. What are you doing, sniffing pepper?
All right. Never a single sneeze with me.
Well, very few do, right? If you single sneeze, by the way, you're
weird.
You're kind of weird. You're kind of sketch. Look, the beginning of the schedule looks as manageable as ever. I expect them to win at Indy. I think they're going to beat the Chiefs in a little statement game early in the year, but I could be wrong. But even if you lose that game, right? They got Houston at home. I think they win that game. They got Atlanta in London. I think they win. I mean, they're significantly better against 3 unproven quarterbacks in 3 of those first 4. Ritter, Stroud, Richardson. You get the Buffalo game there. Certainly after, if you beat Kansas City, that seems to lose a little bit of importance. If they had maybe lost a heartbreaker to Kansas City at home, that Buffalo game to me takes on a little more significance at some point. You got to, when you're riding your bike around the block, you got to punch out the bully every now and then. And then you got Indy at home. So I maintain the same, level of expectation and optimism when it comes to those first 6 games. At Indy, home against Kansas City, home against Houston, and then London for Atlanta and Buffalo, and then back home against the Indianapolis Colts. I still feel 5-1, a definite possibility there. Well on your way to, say, 12-5, which I believe is what I landed on. But I've grown kind of a new level of respect for that next segment of the schedule that's going to start Thursday, October 19th on a short week at New Orleans. Tough place to play in prime time on a short week. Barely removed from back-to-back weeks in London, in fact. That game, to me, I have a feeling I looked at as a win a little more solidly earlier than maybe I do now. And then you follow that up by going to Pittsburgh, which is always a tough place to play. Now, granted, the Jags may have the best opponent's record in their stadium of any team in the league. We fared very well against the Steelers through the years. But that being said, that's a tough little back-to-backer going into the bye week, right? So at New Orleans, at Pittsburgh, you come out of the bye. Niners, Titans at home. So, yeah, even with a 5-1 start, be careful. You may be sitting there looking at yourself 6-4 through 10 games. I guess that's my point, was something that didn't factor in. Then you got to go to Houston, who I would expect would get better as this season goes along. Joe Burrow and the Bengals come to town. What are the Cleveland Browns going to be? As I look through the schedule, to me that was kind of like a key game that you could really change your opinion about by the time they play it. Every year there are teams in the NFL that come out of nowhere. Don't the Browns check a lot of those boxes? I mean, it's going to depend on Deshaun Watson for sure. He was just not anywhere near the player he was when he was in Houston last year in Cleveland after, the long absence. Nowhere near. But they got a good roster. You go around other places, there's respect for the rest of that roster. That's a pretty good little, if Deshaun Watson can return to top 10 level quarterbacking. And that's a prerequisite for the Browns. My point is, by the time we go to Cleveland Sunday, December 10th, that game could look a lot different than it does as we sit here right now. I mean, the Browns could have it figured out. They could be a good team. They have the same record as us at that point. And so, the point being that, boy, those schedules. Then you got to come home. You got another prime-timer. You got Lamar and the Ravens probably out for a little blood after the way last year's game ended. So, now I do think, barring the unforeseen, you get at Tampa, you get Carolina, those last two. Maybe you right the ship before you go to Tennessee the last week. And here's hoping that this go-round, things are more decided when we play the Titans in the season finale than they were a year ago, when the Jaguars needed a darn near a miracle to set off a fantastic 8-day stretch of football here. It was, wow, how exciting was that, huh? Probably not as exciting as winning that $750 million this morning, but so exciting, those back-to-back primetime games and wins against both the Titans and the Chargers. So we're going to talk a lot of football as we move along today. Billy Napier's met the media again down in Gainesville as his team prepares, in earnest, right? They'll play 3 weeks from tomorrow. So it's a combo of camp and getting started a little earlier than normal and going to be, I believe this game is being framed as like the college football kickoff game of the year. To be honest, it's a prime timer on ESPN. We got some college football news we're going to share, and I'll take you down to Gainesville and let you hear from Billy Napier. I believe we have Josh Allen, who is such a integral part, I think, of what the Jaguars are going to show improvement-wise on defense. Can those other stats that Josh Allen stacks up very favorably against really all defensive ends except for the sacks, when it comes to the pressures and the hits and the hurries, he's up there, top 5, top 10 in a lot of those categories. Got to get the quarterback to the ground. Don't I know it, offering up 3 for 1. Oh, by the way, I got not so great news on that bet for me, at least from the roundtable's perspective. I'll share that coming up as well. So thanks for being up and at 'em with us. Again, it's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. 641-1010, that's the number. Also, the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. And via that old school carrier pigeon email, it's The Drill at 1010XL.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
What's this one do? Ultra Booster. Uh-huh. And what's that mean? What's the difference? We'll take it.
No, you can't take that. That's one of a kind. That's a
1010XL.
It's not just a sale, it's the national sales event, and it's going on now at Arlington Toyota. Mia here, and Arlington has over 400 new Toyotas available. Camrys, Corollas, Tundras. I think you should take a test drive today. Plus, with every new Toyota purchase at Arlington, you get their lifetime warranty and 30-day exchange program. That's 30 days to love your new purchase or exchange it. The national sales event is here, folks, and you don't want to miss it. Shop today, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, and online anytime at arlingtontoyota.com.
Did you know that all graduates of Local 234's apprenticeship program are licensed journeymen? That means all plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC techs will have hundreds of hours of experience and have passed the Jacksonville City Licensed Journeyman exam. They're the best trained and safest skilled tradespeople in the industry. Don't leave yourself exposed to inadequate workmanship or even danger. Always hire a licensed journeyman. Local 234. Make the right connection. Equal opportunity employer.
Hi, this is Lisa with the Freedom Boat Club. Welcome to a special edition of Insights into Marriage and Boating. We begin today with 2 journal entries, the first from the concerned wife. I can't understand why Jim seems so distant. He's normally attentive and considerate. We made plans last night for a fun evening of cocktails and dinner with friends. Jim didn't even seem to notice my cute little dress I purchased for the occasion. He just wasn't himself. He was distracted and troubled. It was obvious to our friends that something was very wrong. I asked Jim if he was feeling okay, if something happened at work. He just shook his head, didn't even look up. He was totally silent. I told him I loved him. He barely acknowledged me. We've been happily married for 10 years. I'm very worried. Could he be having an affair? Now, for Jim's journal entry, same day. Boat wouldn't start. I've tried everything I know. You'd never had that happen if you were a Freedom Boat Club member, and just maybe it could help your marriage. Contact us at freedomboatclub.com.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Sports injuries are a common issue for both adults and children. Dr. George Barry here, and as a specialist in orthopedic care, the team at Barry Orthopedics and Sports Medicine here in Jacksonville provides comprehensive diagnosis and treatments of all types of sports injuries. With additional training in sports medicine and more than 30 years of experience, the team is available to care for your entire family and help you have fun and stay active. Visit us today at BarryOrthopedics.com.
And don't forget to check out Breaking Bones Sunday morning, 7:30 on 1010XL.
We're the only animal on the planet that pretends like the female of our species is weak. Have you guys ever met a woman?
Helmets and heels.
Not weak at all.
Driven by Tire Outlet.
And presented by Underwood Jewelers.
Great, so we're all good?
Tuesday nights at 6.
On 1010XL.
Summertime is here, and it's time to cast those worries out. And Royal is here to help you do that with our Summer Termite Special, featuring Centricon. Starting at just $249. That's right, I said $249, and that's installed.
Visit RoyalPestServices.com.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Need cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all. Selling or pawning, get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Is your vehicle in need of some TLC? Bring it to the experts at Tire Outlet. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust. Our certified technicians do the job right to get you in and out in no time flat. Hurry in for great deals on tires and auto services. We offer free tire rotations, free brake inspections, rebate offers on brand name tires, and a legendary price match guarantee on every set of brand new tires. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, this song is ringing true for somebody this morning. Hopefully it's a member of Googan Nation. If not, okay, fellow citizen, enjoy your cash. If you're one of us, baby, attaboy. Good point. But we talked about the other things, like you wake up in the morning, the first thing I do when it hits local is check, make sure it's somewhere I never go. Okay, well, good for you, right? Then you look and see where it doesn't say, and then you wonder, gosh, do I know someone that lives close? Maybe they're the lucky winner. But Mr. 10 brings up another. This might be sicker than the other two. It'd be close if it won at, say, the dailies that you stop at every day. If it won there and you just didn't happen to buy that week, that would hurt because you'd be like, I could have bought there and won. But what if you did buy a ticket at the Publix at Neptune Beach, but you're not the winner?
Golly.
Yeah. You bought it, the Mega Millions winner was there, but you don't have that winning ticket. That would be a kick in the giblets.
If you were just in the building that day,
Also from the text line, Hickens Bell Cow over there at Action News. Jax just broke down the Mega Millions. The $783 is the lump sum, but that's pre-tax. But you'd walk away with 490. I just lowered you, by the way, to 850K. Sorry. I'm down now to 490 million. Hick just lost $1 million. Sorry, bro. So that, you know what? Listen to me, though. Let's be real here. You just won it for $5 billion. Just over $1.5 billion you just won. And you're taking home 490. You're telling me the government's taking 1.1. They're taking $1 billion of your 1.5 billion? Come on, man. That ain't right. That's too much, man. $1 billion?
Right. That's crazy.
You get 490 and they get 1.1 billion? Am I the only one that thinks that's bologna sausage?
Still happy with my lump sum.
I am happy with my lump sum, but still, let me decide where I do the rest of it. Because you know what I'll do with that $1 billion? I'll spend it a better, charitable, more results than you morons up there will. How about that? How about the $1 billion that you let me spend will make things better around here? Jackasses. Golly, $1 billion of the 1.5. What in the world, dude? From the Texon Designed by Lifetime Enclosures, that was me. Bought 6 tickets at that Publix. No luck. Still had to come top dress the fairways out at the plantation. My man is on the crew out there getting the golf course ready. God bless you, 6 o'clock, brother. It's 783 before 24% goes to the IRS. You sons of so-and-sos. Again, you're left with $493 million. I get it. That's great. But if you're in the circle of trust, whoever won, your share just got cut too, okay? There's always a circle, man. I don't care who you are. Nobody wins that kind of money and rides off and lives in the mountains by himself, right? Family, friends, the whole network. So good for you. Good for you. When we did the long hat summer, and it was long, and there were a lot of hats. Well, we ended up in 80s or something?
About 76.
Okay. Along the way, there was a hat. We had a couple of hats, and I'd say, I don't wear this one. This one's hardly been worn. And along the way, I had one Braves hat. This is about the time we would do the hats, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to reach the person who sent me the message when we were doing the hat, because you never know in this meeting. You throw it out there. If they're listening at 9, they'll never know.
Yeah.
But excuse me. I had a Guganella who wanted one of the Braves hats that I never wear.
Yeah.
And so I want to give it to her. But she's going to have to reach out on the text line or call you at 641-1010. I'll leave it at that. I think I remember the name of when she tagged mine, but I'm not running all the way through the text line to find out.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't know the last time she texted, and there's a zillion texts on there, so send a fresh one, and I'll get it. But if you were the Guganella, and by the way, I do remember a couple other hats that people wanted, and I'm setting them aside too. Maybe a little whether or not hat dance.
Okay.
Friday. That sound fun?
I love that.
Oh, whether or not hat dance. I'll put a couple of the on display here, and we'll play for them.
Freaky.
Yeah, and I'm going to do my best to give you the ones that haven't been worn much. Yeah, I'm just saying, cleanliness next to godliness. Yeah, so shoot me a text there. Okay, look, boom, see there? It was me. Yeah, And I had the right name, so okay. Well, there you go. Guganella Amy, you'll get the hat. I'll settle it up with you here on the text line as we move through the morning. So 24/7 Sports, they're legit, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we look to them for recruiting news and college football rankings and that kind of thing, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I mean, they're not just they're not just out there and just throwing anything and seeing if it sticks, right? They have come out with their list of the top 10 quarterbacks in college football.
Oh.
Can you be legitimate and have a top 10 list of quarterbacks in college football and Jordan Travis not be on it?
Yeah, that's not right.
Right? I'm sure there are other quarterbacks. I mean, I'm just going over the list here, and I'm aware of all these cats, but we had the PFF list yesterday. It had the top 10 players in college football. There weren't a ton of quarterbacks on there. Jordan Travis was in the top 10 of total players. So swing and a miss here by 24/7 Sports. I mean, if you're going to get people fired up for the upcoming college football season and you're going to banner the top 10 quarterbacks in college football, you better not give me a list that doesn't even have Jordan Travis on it. Now, the list is swimming upstream from the word go. They don't have Caleb Williams, number 1. Also, ridiculous. And Drake May is a good prospect. He's a good quarterback at North Carolina. Caleb Williams has lapped him in production and in ability to this point. Caleb Williams is the number 1 quarterback. You're just trying to be different if you say otherwise. Sam Hartman, the transfer. Oh, by the way, I'll go ahead. Spoiler alert, Gator fans. Graham Mertz not in the top 10, so rest easy. Sam Hartman, who transferred from Wake Forest, is landed at Notre Dame. He's number 3. Texas's quarterback is number 4, and it ain't Arch Manning. It's Quinn Ewers, so we'll see how his season goes. Michael Penix Jr. out there at Washington. I'm not seeing the Stanford quarterback, ET. I'm looking here at it, but I got Washington with the number 5 quarterback. I don't see Stanford's.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon's is number 6. I'm not seeing Cal's quarterback on here either. Jaden Daniel, Bo Nix, though, of Oregon is 6. You had Michael Penix Jr. J.J. McCarthy of Michigan is 8. Will Howard, Kansas State, is 9. And Cam Rising, who the Gators might dodge. We'll see. He's coming off a knee injury. The Utah quarterback with that opener looming. He is at number 10. But no Jordan Travis in the top 10? Come on, man.
Miss.
That's a miss, man.
L.
Let me give you a miss by the NCAA. The NCAA has denied a hardship waiver request by an FSU defensive tackle, Darrell Jackson Jr., who wanted to play this season after already having transferred earlier in his career. He began at Maryland, and then he used his one-time transfer to go to Miami. Last year, he had 11 starts at Miami. He had 3 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss. But then an unfortunate thing really happened for Darrell Jackson Jr. He got the worst news he could get. His mother has a serious medical condition. He's from Havana, Florida. It's 20 minutes from the FSU campus. So for no other reason than being close to his mom and being relatively happy at Miami, it was best for him to transfer and be close to home and to near his mother during this time. I think a lot of you out there can understand that. Well, the NCAA said, nah, we're not going to give you that exception. Nah. We're going to take a pass on that one. Jackson telling reporters the NCAA decision was hurtful because I know what I came home for. I came home for my mom. She thinks it's her fault, but it's not. I'm going to continue to be there for my mom and see how things play out. Mike Norvell, the FSU coach, told reporters he was disappointed with the decision. He came home for a reason, to be there with his mom. I thought that was shown and presented, but ultimately, by the way, the NCAA, you still have power? Who are you anyway? What is it you do again? I mean, I got kids signing $1.5 million deals all over, and you're going to step in because a kid wants to be home to his mom? If he's not able to play in games this fall, we're going to push, develop, and do everything we can to put him in the best position to be one of the best defensive linemen in the country. If he sits out a full year, I don't think the NCAA and their Gestapo tactics can stop him from being close to his ailing mother during these times. But as the kids say, E.T., whatevs.
Whatevs.
Billy Napier knows the questions are out there. Coaches try and avoid the noise in the system as best they can, but they know Billy Napier is, not sitting in a cave somewhere. I'm sure Billy Napier, like all other college football coaches, has a Twitter handle. You got a Twitter handle, they're coming at you. At the very least with questions, even if phrased politely. The questions are about the quarterback, man. And all of the quarterbacks that were available, and of everything he was able to pick and choose from, you seem to have picked a guy who can't really deliver the ball, especially downfield. We do play, in the state of Florida, where our receivers on average are going to be faster than most of the opponents that we play. The ability to hit guys and hit guys deep is important. So, as Billy Napier met the media, he was asked about now, in fact, we saw a play in the spring game. I think it was Andy Jean, the freshman, got open. He was deep. Ball wasn't delivered. 3 steps behind the defender. He underthrew him. What, Coach Napes, is the progress of the vertical passing game?
Yeah, I've been very pleased. I think the young receivers in particular, I think, are adding a dimension to our team. And I think we've seen some players emerge and improve. I've been very pleased with that. I think we're making progress in that area.
Right. You mentioned all the guys except the ones that we're worried about. So can I follow it up? Can the quarterback group make the vertical passing game a real threat?
Yeah, no, I think we've connected on a number of deep balls so far in training camp, in all thirds of the field, and I think these guys can do what we ask our quarterback to do. I've got no issue there.
All right, so we shall see. In the Billy Napier, Gator Nation must trust as Florida prepares to play the toughest schedule in the nation. We told you when the coaches poll came out, 5 of the top 14 teams in the country are on the Gator schedule. And that would include having to go play, at Arkansas, at South Carolina. Those are tough games. Won't be favored. What a tone setter that season opener is going to be for Florida football. And Utah has had this game circled. Not just that Florida won last year, but remember how the game ended. Utah was down inside the 5-yard line. Cameron Rising threw Amari Burney, right? Diving interception in the end zone to preserve the win. And it ended up really being the high point of the Gator season right there in the season opener. So I think a win over Utah this year will mean a little more. I think it'll translate to better overall long-term results than last year's flash win where Anthony Richardson played like he was Patrick Mahomes. Let's come back here from Josh Allen, take you through a football fix. Much more up and rolling. Get Smart John will take his whooping in about, a half hour, 45 minutes from now. So stick around for that. Again, there's let's just roll with $750 million. That sounds better. We'll let him deal with the IRS. If the grand total is $490, so be it. But $750 million goes to one of our lucky neighbors out there in Neptune Beach as the Mega Millions solo winner comes from right here on the First Coast. All right, let's step aside. Come back. Let's hear from Josh Allen and some dire forecasting on my 3-1 wheel bet when it comes to the Jags sack totals. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back as well. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Atlanta Falcons, a 2.5-point road favorite at Miami, total 36 at Hard Rock Stadium in preseason football on Friday. Saturday, the Jacksonville Jaguars laying 4 at Dallas, total 38 at AT&T Stadium. Scotty Scheffler plus 650 to win the FedEx St. Jude Championship at TPC Southwind in Memphis. Rory McIlroy, John Rahm, both 9-1. Martin Truex Jr. 4-1 to win the road course race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway Sunday, the Verizon 200 in the Cup Series. Tampa Bay Rays, $1.50 home favorite against the Cardinals today at Tropicana Field. Braves, a $2.80 road favorite at the Pirate. Get your free VSIN subscription right now at VSIN.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hun, the drain really smells.
Yeah, wow, it does.
I think it's getting backed up. What should we do? Did you just quack like a duck?
Yes, I did.
Duck Rooter, your plumbing pros in Northeast Florida. Need help with a plumbing issue at your home or business? Just call the Duck.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Hi, this is Dale Murray from South Georgia to Central Florida and coast to coast. The Murray Ford Superstores are still putting the customers first and cranking out the deals those big city dealers can't touch. It's no wonder everybody's driving to Murray Ford Superstore to purchase their new vehicle. It's simple. If Murray Ford Superstores doesn't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Plus, you get a 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified new and pre-owned vehicle. Shazam! Holy Jesus Aruba Batman, how do we do it? There's no reason for your purchase to take all day, running around with those big city dealers and being flim-flammed with those big city prices. Nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. And we'll trade anything from aluminum cans to minivans. Be American, buy Murray Ford Superstore. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray, in Stark or Kingsland. I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
Brackish Vodka, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is the smoothest local vodka you can find. Made right here in Jacksonville, Florida, 100% from corn, Brackish Vodka is the local gluten-free choice. Brackish Vodka, for those that live life slightly salty, a proud partner of the Jaguars. Take a sip of your Brackish and enjoy the slightly salty air at the beach at Tide's Bar and Grill at Hampton Inn, Oceanfront, Jax Beach.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews are through the roof, and I challenge any law firm to compare results. Clients continue switching to us from other firms because we continue delivering. Recently, a car accident client left a big firm, and Woolsey Morecambe got her 10 times what they said it was worth. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe, 638-4235.
I'm the Hammer Hayes Carline, and I've been known to drop an opinion like a hammer. Weekdays on The Frangie Show on 1010XL, brought to you by Golden Hammer Roofing and Gutters, the golden standard in roofing.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love you to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping clients all over Florida with their construction perm loans for 34 years. Construction perm loans are not easy to find because a lot of banks and credit unions don't understand them, and therefore they don't like to do them. Well, your problem is solved. Trustline Mortgage wants to help you build your dream home. Our construction perm loans are single close, so you save money by not having to close twice, like with other lenders. Some of our construction perm loans allow you to lock in your interest rate up front. And if interest rates go down, we'll give you the better rate. We offer up to 100% VA loans, up to 96.5% for FHA loans, and up to 95% for conventional loans. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you build your dream home. Or visit our website at TrustlineMortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing lender. MLS number 331480.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
People who suffer from arthritis are getting real pain relief with exciting biologic therapies at QC Kinetics.
The success rate is there, and there's no better way to treat yourself when it comes to dealing with pain.
Meet Tyler Vale, co-founder of QC Kinetics, who says they can't cure arthritis, but they can treat the pain.
If you think of the tide coming in and out on the beach and what it does, it erodes the sand, right? Can't stop the tide, but eventually when the sand or the beach gets bad enough, we backfill that beach with sand so that we get generations of enjoyment with that beach again. And the same thing happens with your knee or your shoulder or your hip or your back. We want to backfill the problems that have happened to this point. I'm not stopping the tide, so I'm not stopping the arthritis, but I want to get generations of enjoyment out of those joints again.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Learn more about how restorative biologic therapies can get you real and lasting joint pain relief.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Hi, Flying Jacko here, sports fans. Boy, is it hot. It's hot for the girls, too. And when I'm feeling the heat, I head for Woody's and pick up a good old-fashioned family feast.
At Woody's Barbecue, it's what we do.
Let's eat.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
All right, we have this update from the IRS via the fact checkers on the text line. And in fairness, while I do stand by some of the harsh criticisms of our representatives up there in Washington, D.C., the feds don't actually take the $1.1 billion. That $1.5 billion is what the money would be worth if you took the lump sum out, if you took the payments, the annual payments for the 30 years. But the actual amount of cash that's in there is that $750 million. I believe that is correct. So really, they're getting 37% of your $750 million. That's why they pay in a lump sum, and that's why. Well, gosh, if it's that much of a difference, if you're in your 20s or even 30s and you win that, is it worth taking? I wonder how much it is a year. Or does a smart financial planner tell you, listen, bro, you take that. Can you turn that $450 into $1.5 billion in 30 years? You probably can. Probably a lot more than that. Yeah. So you would do it that way. That's why we count on our friends at ITP Partners. That's over my pay grade, ET. I can't do that. All right, I'm straightening out, which May 31st.
Is the hat worn on May 31st?
Yep. Do you know which one that is?
I can pull it up.
Yeah, we can pull the day. ET's trying to reference. I've hooked up here with Guggenella Amy, and I've, as promised, put aside that Braves hat for you, but I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Anyway, that would be the date. I'm also told on the text line that underthrow, while it did happen, that was Jack Miller who threw that ball and not Graham Mertz. So, again, for the sake of accuracy, we'll bring that along. And it's, kind of like a rivalry, like a radio station rivalry week. That's hard to say fast in a row. Say rivalry week fast 3 times in a row. Let me know how that goes. Go. Right now, you're driving. Rivalry week. Say that one fast 3 times. You give it a shot for me, buddy.
Rivalry week, rivalry week, rivalry.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, not really there. That might be a good, Wow. That's probably taking down a lot of sportscasters on assignment through the years. It's rivalry week here in Tallahassee. But it started with Taylor Dahl's Cubs, who beat the Braves 2 out of 3. Then they limped on off to Pittsburgh, where Frank Frangi's Pirates beat him in Game 1. Listen, I'm not being melodramatic. Baseball fans, man, we get nervous. We get nervous with the standings and the way they can ebb and flow over the course of 162. And so if you're sitting somewhere else and you see, a couple of weeks ago, the Braves have a 12-game lead and, the silly, stupid Braves fan, don't ever worry, shut up. When I went to bed last night, ET, the Braves were down 6-3. The Phillies had already won Game 1 of their doubleheader and looked like they were on their way to win Game 2. It was the Nats after all. It looked like when I woke up today, that big Braves lead would be down to 8.5 games. Look, it's still a healthy, fat chunk, but still, you're down to 8.5. We're just pedaling along, 11, 12 games up yesterday, it felt like. Lo and behold, I get up to watch my Braves come back, win the game in the 9th inning, and the Phillies lose game 2 to the Nats. So instead, it's a 10.5 game lead, and I feel a lot better now. So just thought I would share that with you. I don't feel better, though, about my 3-for-1 wheel bet, E. I still feel really good. If I have to spend that thing 3 times because this football team lets me down in this stat category, I'm going to be miserable. Dude.
Oh, yes, you are.
It's going to come right at the wrong time, right at the new year gets here. You know,
it's
ready.
Going to be cold.
Yeah, the Jags probably going to the playoffs, even if they don't hit that number.
Yeah.
And here I am, going to be the only loser in the entire town.
City.
The Jags go 13-4 and have home field.
Dan's giggling
Mike
right now.
Dumay will have to be spinning a wheel not once, not twice.
Oh, my God.
3 times. 3 different punishments. Right? I still feel like it's a good, safe bet on my part. You don't offer 3-1 odds, but if you guys haven't heard, we have a wheel bet in play on the Jags sack total for the year going over the 35 that they had last year. Told you I had the privilege and pleasure of hosting the Jaguars season preview roundtable yesterday among the guests, Aaron Beasley, former Jaguar. You know, Aaron Beasley has the longest interception return for touchdown in Jags history.
I'm not surprised.
93 yards back in that 99 season. I was reviewing Aaron Beasley's bio, by the way. Our brother got screwed in 1999.
Out of the Pro Bowl?
He should have been a Pro Bowler that year.
Yeah.
He had 6 interceptions, 2 pick sixes. But he got Woodson affected.
Oh,
Charles Woodson's going no matter what. He had 1 interception that year.
Yeah, 1 pick.
One pick, and he went. My man Bees had 6, 2 for a touchdown. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, the Woodson effect.
But anyway, so I asked both Aaron Beasley and Mike Duraco if the Jaguars will go over after we talk about the defense for a while. I mean, that's the kind of the point of season previews. I asked them about the 35 sack total and will it go over? And I watched as Bees, him, and Hawd put the total at 35.5. Yeah, you can't end on a half. He knows that. That was part of the joke. And D-Rock just flatly said, no, I don't. What? What are you talking about? This is my sure thing bet. What am I? D-Rock, you're at practice every day. You're telling me they're not going to get 35? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a roadmap to 35. We'll do it with Hick one day. May even be today. I'm going to go player by player and tell you how many sacks this guy's going to get and how ultimately it'll all add up to, I don't know, at least 37 or 38, no? One of those guys expected to get the sacks will be Josh Allen, and he has done, as we've said, just about everything else that you could want him to do except for getting to the quarterback enough. Listen, it's a two-way street, right? You need both the front and back half of the defense to be performing to get to those sacks. So it's up to the players like Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen, but it's also up to players like, Tyson Campbell, Rayshon Jenkins, and others. Here's Allen on coming together for higher sack totals as a defense overall.
I think as a whole this year, we're rushing together as one. I think we're communicating a lot better, and I think now we understand the front and the back end are married. They don't coincide, they're married, and we got to be jointed. And I think the more we grow on that, the more we keep understanding that, the more comfortable that we get, that the front end's going to have our back and the back end's going to have our back, and we're just going to and win these games.
Well, all right, what's the end result of that going to be?
I see high numbers for the both of us, but also Kayvon, also Roy, also D-Ham. D-Ham's going to have a lot of opportunities to rush inside. I think D-Ham's going to be another guy. And when Smoot gets back, he's going to wreak havoc as always. I think Ty Lacey is another guy that can come off inside, outside, and really be really destructive.
Optimism abounds at training camps around the National Football League. Fire up the band. We got a football fix. There's a few headlines I want to get in here this morning. It's getting worse, not better, for our opening week opponent, the Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor is up and left amid his standoff. He leaves the Colts to rehab his ankle on his own. Does that sound like a guy who's going to be suiting up on September 10th? Not really. We'll see. Well, suddenly Kareem Hunt's in demand after visiting with the Saints, off to meet with the Colts, who without Jonathan Taylor, who they signed Kenyon Drake maybe as well. I mean, when we did this story a week ago, Gardner Minshew had the most career carries in that backfield. Ron Rivera is from a different era than today's players. I wonder if there's a part of him that rolls his eyes and when your players come to you and say, Coach, can we talk to you? Our offensive coordinator's being too mean. Eric Bieniemy has joined the Washington Commanders this offseason. A couple Super Bowls, by the way, on that resume, and somehow a Redskins offensive unit that's been bottom third, I believe now 4 years in a row, are complaining about the style with which Eric Bieniemy coaches them. Coach is too intense. Rivera's answer, yeah, go talk to him. Can you imagine coaching a team of babies? That you're not 2 weeks in and they're complaining that the coach might be, too gruff with them? What exactly? Sheesh. Another veteran pass rusher is off the market. Now, we never really targeted him here in Jacksonville, at least not as a fan base on a radio show, but Trey Flowers was still a free agent. He is going back to the New England Patriots. He won 2 Super Bowls with them before. 21 sacks his first 4 years with the Patriots. Never really lived up as that dominant pass rusher. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hick and Rival more come your way next. The Fix brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks. In the tank this weekend for championship Saturday night. ET will be there, and the Sharks will play for a title. Go online at jacksharks.com. Get your tickets there. We will have a ticket giveaway for you a little bit later in the week. Is that correct, ET?
Yeah, we got some.
I don't have them today, right? No? Okay, cool. Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. Back with more next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
You're AFC South champs, baby.
It's a new season.
I like where this team's headed.
A new era.
The players here want to win.
A new hope.
I want to win. We're all here to win.
Guys have that feeling, the taste in their mouth.
This is where the dream begins. The Dallas Cowboys. Hear it happen Saturday at 2 on 1010XL.
Now at Hodges Mazda, for those who never stop refining, lease a new 2023 Mazda 3 sedan during the Season of Discovery sales event for only $329 a month. The Mazda 3 enables you to enjoy a new form of indulgence. Lauren Brooks here. All vehicle purchases come with 2 years free maintenance. The sales staff works on salary, not commission, allowing Hodges Mazda to put your best interest first. That's the Hodges Mazda difference. Visit Hodges Mazda today or online at HodgesMazda.com. See dealer for details. $3,499 dual lease signing terms and fees for qualified lessees. 36-month lease expires September 5th, 2023.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS right here in Jacksonville is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE NeoGraft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS. IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
Frank Frangie here for Ponte Vedra Hearing Associates. They understand that no two ears are the same. That's why they offer custom-fit hearing solutions tailored specifically to your needs. Already have hearing aids and still not hearing well? Ponte Vedra Hearing Associates services all makes and models and offers a free 10-point cleaning check of your current aids. Call 404-5108. That's 404-5108 or visit PonteVedraHearing.com today.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Mr.
Toilet or shower not draining? Water bill high? So many issues you want to cry? Call Mr. Rooter of Jacksonville. Have your number 2 business serviced by your number 1 plumber. Let us do your dirty work. Call us today.
Mr. Rooter, Mr. Rooter. There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track.
We're basically going to have to win.
Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive.
1 point to the good.
And for fans to experience an event unlike any other. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 25th and 26th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
When you're a little kid on the playground, they tell you don't hit back. Well, the courtroom isn't a playground. And if you've suffered an injury or death in your family, I'm here to tell you it's okay to hit back and fight to make them pay. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we understand all the pain and emotion that comes with being wrong. And we've dedicated our lives to making things right for people like you. So if you get hit back with Hastings Injury Law. Offices, Jacksonville.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Ackerman Urology's new Beaches location is now open, conveniently located on Atlantic Boulevard near Hodges. Visit the experts at Ackerman for all your prostate and urological concerns. AckermanUrology.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. Conference realignment and expansion seem to be on the minds of many athletic directors and head coaches. Gator head coach Billy Napier sees it as a matter of dollars and popularity.
A result of the financial implications of our game and how popular the game is.
Jordan Travis was named to the Davey O'Brien Award watch list. The FSU quarterback is one of 35 quarterbacks in the country on the list. Travis led the ACC and ranked third nationally with an average of over 8 yards per play. The Jacksonville Icemen hockey team announced that the team has agreed to terms with forward Easton Brzezinski for next season. Brzezinski returns for a second season after registering 22 points during his rookie campaign last season. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:04, it's already 80 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Wait a second. Hey, E. E, I got a question.
Talk to me, Dano.
E. I was thinking on the right end.
You was swerving.
I was.
I
was bopping.
Yep.
I was cruising.
Sliding.
But I was thinking too. What day is it?
Oh, okay. Well, it ain't Monday.
No.
For some of us, it ain't payday.
No.
However,
yes.
it is the hump day.
I'm starting the show with a true story.
Well, there's one we can check off the list before you go. Dan didn't win the Mega Millions out of Neptune Beach. He's here today.
True story. This happened to me yesterday.
Uh-oh.
It was about 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock somewhere.
PM. I had completed a hard day's work, enjoying the residuals of
grinding through another day of commerce.
Okay.
My phone rang. It's my son, Juju.
Okay.
True
story.
True story. Juju says to me, "What are you doing?" I had to be honest. Not a whole lot.
5 o'clock somewhere, son.
I need a favor.
Okay.
What you got, big boy? Seemed a little hesitant to ask me.
Oh.
I go, where are you? He goes, I'm driving back from Valdosta. I said, okay. Because he's work.
Mm-hmm.
Work related.
The only reason to go to Valdosta, really.
He says he's going to Dallas today for he's got a business
mover
trip.
and shaker.
Mover and
Kid's doing great. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, all our guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he says, is there any way you could get down to the cleaners for me, get my clothes? They close at 6. I don't think I'm going to make it.
That's a small ask.
I said, I got you covered, man.
Yeah.
Where am I going? He goes, 3rd Street Cleaners. I go, at the beach? He goes, yeah. I go, okay. Go down to 3rd Street Cleaners. Go in there, get his clothes, come back up Atlantic. I'm kind of hungry. Let me pull into this Publix.
Oh, no.
Grab a pub sub.
Okay.
Chicken tender.
Yeah, that's the way to go over here.
Nothing wrong with that.
I get in line, and you know me, I'm oblivious to much of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
including Lotto Fever.
But I'd like to thank the heavy-set lady in front of me who was purchasing some tickets. I said, what are you purchasing tickets for?
Oh, my gosh.
She said,
he's going to hit the worst of that group, that subgroup that we talked about.
She said Mega Millions.
Yep.
I said, how do you do it? Just ask. Okay. So,
wow.
Got my pub sub.
Oh, no.
Got my 5 tickets.
Oh, my God.
Walked into the car. Went home. Woke up this morning a billionaire! Woo! I'm rich! Okay, it was a half-truth story.
Wow.
I did go to the beach. I did go to 3rd Street Cleaners.
You didn't buy the
I didn't go to pub.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
That's just no.
Could you imagine?
That's no.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, that's
now
the
my hope and prayer.
It's a Guggen.
It's a cousin.
Right.
Is it's one of my
Yeah,
boys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Why haven't I gotten a call yet?
Yeah.
I just want a one-time gift of $10,000. That's what I would give all you guys. I give you all 10, 20 grand.
Okay,
There you go.
I'm way lowering my payout when I hit the next one.
Yeah, you should.
You should.
You did a whole lot better than we just did.
No, I'll give out. There's a lot of people.
Well,
But here's
yeah.
the deal. I'll give it to you.
Don't
Look
ask
at me.
again.
Don't ever ask me for anything again, though, right? That's fair. Right?
I mean,
Don't
can
come
we-
to me with your business plans.
Can we revel in just the hysteria and happiness of winning first, and then we'll grind on all those
It's a tough deal, bro.
potholes tomorrow. But today we're making it rain.
It's a tough
I'm
deal.
going down to the Modus building with $100,000 in cash, and I'm dumping it on the citizenry.
Hey,
I'd be
man,
like the damn Joker.
All I get 10 racks, bro.
Yeah.
I gave E $1 million this morning.
Yeah.
man.
Did you? Sorry, E.
I
I'm
thought
not giving you $1 million.
I thought I was getting $750 million though.
What are we getting?
$490
$490.
if you take the lump. Yeah.
I still get 850.
I dumped him down to $850. At the time, you only lost $1 million off your total, but now
Right.
you're down to $8,000.
If I give $490, I want to get something. I want to build a building in Jacksonville.
You want to build a building?
Yeah,
What
I
happened
wanna
to the golf course? Can't
build
you
a
just do
building.
that?
Nah, there's enough golf courses. I might buy a golf course, but I'm going to build a building.
Oh,
the
okay.
Hicken building. What do you think of that?
the Hicken building?
Yeah.
I think it should be at UNF.
Is it?
Yeah, the Hicken School of Broadcasting. Put it on there.
See, this
Oh,
is
see,
what
that's a waste of money, though. See.
This is what I'm talking about.
Are you on Twitter?
One of the Googans said, 10 grand,
Is
that's
that
it.
Twitter?
Spot me at least $1 million, and I'll even pay it back in 1 year. No, you won't.
Because
That's
you're
a
not giving
lie.
it to him.
First off, I'm not giving you $1 million, and
Yeah.
you would never pay it back.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know the guy.
The late, great Jim Hicken, my dad.
Yeah, Jimmy.
We lost him a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't he name his firstborn Jimmy went instead with your younger brother?
I was an ugly baby. He didn't want to slap that down on me. He said, no.
Did that
no,
ever come up as a topic? Did you ever ask that question?
No, because I was.
Is Jimmy a junior, your brother?
No.
No.
But he has the exact same name.
Do you have to be the firstborn to be a junior?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Or a 2. I don't know how it works.
Well, the 2 can be it's a family name, but you're only the second one named it. I think we've been through that before.
Well, see, in my family, we had all J's. except me.
You were kind of an outcast.
But I was going to be. The word was, the story I got is I was going to be Joseph.
Okay.
But somebody in the family hated the name. And so the last second they punted and went with Daniel.
Punted.
They said, no.
We call that an audible.
One of the words of wisdom the late, great Jim Hicken gave me. Dr. James Hicken, by the way.
Oh, something that you, despite your pleas, have not been able to achieve.
Man. Yeah, Dr. James Hicken.
He got his legit. He didn't go around begging for it like you do.
No. He got it legit. He said, if you ever give away a sum of money, don't ever consider it a loan.
Yeah,
it's a
for
gift.
sure. Yeah, for sure.
Because
especially in family.
Yeah.
Hey, can you? I
because
need
if
this,
you assume it, and then you got to deal with
and then you get
paying you
and
back,
then you get mad. Right.
You just got to assume. Okay,
I think
away.
we have all dealt
It's
with a
gift.
couple of hundred that we had to give to someone somewhere along the way, and you, like you said, I usually don't expect it to be paid back, or I wouldn't give it.
Yes. So anyway, but
that's
the money
not
is,
the kind of total that some lucky so-and-so.
Some money's out there.
What a
Please let
lucky
me know.
dude.
Please let me know. Please let me know. It is true, though. I was thinking about this, too, when you guys said, when I read it this morning about the winner being from Jacksonville, and I was sitting there thinking, you imagine the people who bought those tickets at that Publix?
I know, yeah, it's crazy.
But still, you didn't win.
The first thing that because the first thing that I
What
do,
are the odds go? Like, how many different would you say at a Publix would you sell ticket-wise? 1,000 people, maybe?
Probably more than 1,000. Probably more than 1,000. I don't know, about 1,000. I don't know.
Probably more than 1,000.
Yeah, it probably is because they started buying them after the last one missed.
2,500. But your odds
That's
went
a good
from
question.
Your odds went from 1 in a billion to 1 in maybe now they don't buy just one.
100,000 or 10,000 or whatever it is. Yeah, for sure. Well, just by
which are still insurmountable odds.
Just by it being sold in Jacksonville, you go from 1 to 1 million of buying a ticket.
Yeah.
Of being a purchaser. Now, if you buy 10 versus 1, that's a different ratio. But I have one good friend that lives in Neptune. I haven't texted him yet. That wasn't you, was it?
Come on, man.
That's all you got to say.
Let's see. Let me look.
He won't give me $10,000. I'll get a little better payday out of him.
Cops on Butler before Hodges heading.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Speed Trap, brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories, radar detection and more.
Oh man.
Yeah, but at the end of the day too, what a lucky so-and-so you are. What a luck. I mean, you want to talk about lucky. Somebody walked into a dadgum grocery store yesterday, bought some juice, and said, I'll take a lot of Mega Millions, and they got $500 million handed to them today. Oof.
I watched Johnny Football yesterday.
Somebody else on the text line said it was very good. Did you think it was good?
I thought it was pretty good. It kind of was what you expected.
Yeah.
I have empathy for the young man. It's too much too fast, man.
Yeah.
This kid was
didn't have the maturity for it.
No, and he was like, he was a little heck of a quarterback from Texas where it was big-time football, but it's high school football. Goes to Texas A&M, wins the first game against Florida. Remember? He said they lost. He went back to his house.
Florida beat him.
Yeah. Went back to his house. He goes, we lost like 21-17. There's a lot of for sale signs on my house already. I said, dang, this is big time.
Yeah.
And it just kept growing and growing and growing. And then when they beat Bama,
that's it.
It
Johnny
exploded.
Football was there.
And the Heisman, and then it was, his mom and dad. His dad's kind of goofy, but he's trying to help his son, man. His son it was too much too fast, and the kid has some mental health issues.
Here's what's happened in society. We're putting so much on kids, man.
And he had do you remember his boy? Do you remember his boy that he called Uncle Nate? Does that name ring a bell?
Not really.
It's like his buddy from high school, and Uncle Nate did everything for him, like set him up, and they started taking cash, was signing autograph. So as soon as he won the Heisman, man, and he had a fair point, man, and it's changed now, obviously, but he's looking around, and A&M is getting rich off Johnny Football, and the 2 jerseys are everywhere, and Johnny ain't getting squat. Now, there's been thousands and thousands of student athletes who went through the same thing as him, but he's like, good God, man, this ain't right.
And his family had money, right?
No, they concocted that. Isn't that interesting?
Who concocted it?
Uncle Nate and the boys. They concocted it because
Is Uncle Nate his real uncle?
No, it's his high school buddy, but that was
Why
his
did
nickname.
they concoct that?
Because all of a sudden,
now that's news. I've never known that.
All of a sudden, Johnny Football's hanging around these rich cars and he's showing stacks of money. And so they said, oh, yeah, his parents made a lot of oil money. Hell no, they didn't. They were just average,
never
normal.
Stepped in?
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought that they had bread.
Me too.
Apparently not.
That's interesting.
Apparently not. So
that's interesting, yeah.
And I kind of wanted them to do a little bit more. I didn't feel like they did enough on right now. How's he doing right now? Because he's out there. He's out there in Scottsdale. He's got like a house. He's got a bunch of boys hanging out with him. Doesn't look good. It looks like he's just partying every day. Doesn't look good to me.
That sounds like
I'm a little concerned. He's 29, dude. You got to have something in your life, bro.
I wonder how much money he did pocket between the Browns and playing some of these other rogue leagues. I think he played CFL for a while.
He made millions, but
you feel like
I don't know that he's got a lot.
Well,
he said my goal was to spend every dollar and then kill myself.
Nice.
He said he pulled the trigger and it didn't go off.
Oof. I think I'm going to take a pass on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't how your boy going.
No, but that was so it was. It was good. It was good. I love I like those documentaries and he was very forthright and I wish him well. I wish Johnny Football well. And he said, it's like I'm Johnny Manziel and I'm Johnny Football, and Johnny Football is, the man.
Yeah.
And
Johnny
allowed
Manziel
him to do.
Was a mess.
He really was.
And he went. Oh, here's another one. This is the unbelievable one. He went to Cleveland.
He's not that big a dude either.
Oh God, no. He's tiny.
6 feet, 200 pounds.
His agent, good agent. His agent, and he goes. His agent got interviewed. He goes, and this never happens, but I had to let him go. Like the agent never leaves the player. The agent always because it's a bad look. But he's like, I tried every. But anyway,
I remember. Now I do remember that.
The Browns called the agent. I think it was Eric. Anyway, he's a young guy, and they say, Johnny isn't. We don't think Johnny's watching any tape. And they looked at his iPad usage, 0. They asked Johnny. He said, "Oh yeah, I didn't watch any tape when I was in the NFL."
He didn't in college either. That was the knock.
He didn't watch
the knock.
any tape, dude. He did not want to.
You got to know that on draft day.
And he felt like he went from one fishbowl to another. And yeah, Cleveland, NFL
and by the
Cleveland
way,
is a fishbowl.
Jags were in play for Manziel.
Oh yeah, they took Bortles.
But here's the thing, though. And for those of us, and I was a Johnny Manziel fan, I would have been okay with him drafted. But we don't have that. That's just going from what we've seen.
Right.
A good team has the knowledge of all this other stuff. So,
correct.
You sometimes, and I get it, what we do. I'll hold you for, I'll hold it against you that you wanted Matt Jones. You can hold it against me that I wanted Johnny Manziel. But if we were actually making a pick that important, you'd like to think you'd do a little due diligence. Say, yeah, not so much. He was,
City would have been crazy if we had Johnny Football.
But it would have been a disaster. He's like the Urban Meyer of players.
Oh, he was a disaster.
That's who Johnny is.
He's
like the Urban Meyer of players, of quarterbacks.
No surprise here. Our one-to-one financial poll question of the day. Who do you think leads the Jags in sacks this season? Walker, Allen, Lloyd, or other?
Yeah, Allen by a mile.
Allen by a mile, 64.2. Walker, 19.8. Other, 10.3. Devin Lloyd, 5.8%. We got a lot to do. We got trivia coming up, so that'll be fun.
Sure.
We'll kick that around. I got a great – remind me, I have a question for you. Would you rather?
Oh.
I like the would you rathers.
That sounds like a 9 o'clock topic, perhaps.
Nah, it's not
okay,
that bad.
good. All right. We'll come back with Get Smart John. We'll have the 10-minute drill later this hour and much more. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday on 1010XL.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
All right, our Jaguars go back to work today, get in a good practice, then probably a light one on Thursday, and then it's off to the Big D in Dallas for a game on Saturday. Can't wait, man. We got some football. We got a lot of young guys who are going to get some good playing time, get a good look at the kind of depth that we're going to need on this roster. Look, again, knock on wood, baby. We've been relatively injury-free. A couple things out there in camp. Campbell with a concussion. Tyler Shatley battling or working on a heart condition, and guys coming back as well, Smoot and Barch. But otherwise, again, keep good juju going. But we do have to develop depth in the NFL. It's, after all, a marathon, not a sprint.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
You love free. And at Ameris Bank, so do we. That's why we're proud to offer worry-free, hassle-free Ameris Bank free checking. Manage your money your way with convenient access to digital, mobile, and telephone banking, all with no monthly service fee or minimum balance requirements. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. For more information or to open an account, visit our local bankers in person or online at amerisbank.com/free checking. Other fees such as overdraft fees may apply. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing
My partners had told me I should get my knee replaced. I was in my 40s, and I decided that I wouldn't do that.
That's orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Herzog, who found regenerative medicine years ago and became a believer.
It changed my life around. It improved me to a point where I was able to jog again.
That's when Dr. Herzog switched his focus from surgery to helping his patients with natural biologics.
I've treated at least 5,000 patients. I believe your body has everything it needs to heal itself.
Today, you'll find Dr. Herzog at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in this exciting field of medicine that can give lasting pain relief with no downtime, no drugs, and no surgery.
I have patients coming up to me that I did 10 years ago saying, Doc, my elbow's still working great. I'm playing tennis 3 days a week.
Call QC Kinetics now to explore alternative ways to deal with your pain. It's a free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Hey, certainly facing, some tough, challenging economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, very comforting to know my money's in good hands with my friends at ITP Partners. Hicken here for ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Look, I don't understand the economy. I don't know anything about higher interest rates, what they mean, 401ks, SEP IRAs. What I do know is I move closer to retirement, I can watch my money grow thanks to Chris, Brian, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate. Those are the ITP Partners, man. And they do a heck of a job. 3 generations of Hickens will say so, from Junie Bug down to Drew. We invest with our friends at ITP Partners. And by the way, they listen. They give you an individualized strategy where your goals are the priority. Get in the game, guys. ITP Partners, always there to help. If you need info, Chris at ITPPartners.com, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call him, 904-312-9751, 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Who's your hero? Before you answer Superman, I don't mean those heroes. I'm talking our local heroes. Do you know one? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet want to recognize your hero in a big way. This year, we will recognize local heroes in our community and honor them with a brand new car. That's right, we'll be giving away a brand new car, cash, and free oil changes for life to our local heroes. Visit localwowheroes.com to nominate and vote today. Let's wow our heroes.
Does your home or building need painting? For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Old City Football is back. Get the latest on your favorite players with 1010XL's training camp coverage. Brought to you by Roland Leash Plumbing and Kingfish Pest Control.
Let's get the work done.
Nobody covers camp like 1010XL.
Matt Hayes here. It's only getting hotter. And when you need your cooling system repaired, you can count on Fenwick Home Services experts to repair your system the same day, or you don't pay. Plus, Fenwick offers zero-fee, 24-hour emergency services, nights and weekends. Plus, all of Fenwick's repair services come with their worry-free guarantee. Book online in under a minute at FenwickEasyBook.com. That's FenwickEasyBook.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of the grill in summertime. That is a clean grill by Grill SOS. Backyard barbecue season is here. Let the 5-star rated pros at Grill SOS deep clean your barbecue grill. Book now at GrillSOS.com.
ET here. If you're a licensed property and casualty agent and frustrated with your current situation, be your own boss with an Australia franchise. Opportunities available all over Northeast Florida. Visit AustraliaInsurance.com to learn more.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I said yes to Yas, Dr. Mitchell Yas, and the Yas method. Now, I know you've probably tried medications, treatments, injections, even surgery. Maybe the reason you're still in pain is because they're treating the wrong thing and not addressing the root causes. Well, I know from personal experience, this does happen.
but I found the best kept secret in pain elimination. Dr. Yass and the Yass Method. Call them today, 904-906-YASS, and say yes to Yass.
If your hair is thinning and you're looking for an easy solution that will restore your hair, check out IHRS PRP Platelet-Rich Plasma. PRP, using your own platelets and cells to restore your hair where it's thinning. Combined with their FDA-approved laser hair therapy and pharmaceutical-grade products, all three will deliver one better result. Call IHRS now for a free evaluation and to find out if their PRP 45-minute treatment will work for you. Now there is a solution for any man or woman with any degree of hair loss. And it's all in one place. Call 904-777-IHRS. IHRS has been restoring hair for over 30 years. The staff at IHRS knows what it's like to lose their hair. And that's why they're ready to help you grow your hair back.
Schedule your free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Get Smart John. Brought to you by Cannons of Jacksonville. Your best shot for trailer hitches.
You know him, you love him. He's a Get Smart Johnny. GSJ.
Hotline engaged.
He's bald, he's beautiful, he's TriviaNation.com's own. He's a legend in Jacksonville, Florida. Greatest trivia host in the history of the game. Hello, Johnny.
Hello, Googans.
Hello, Googans.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Yeah, living in Jacksonville Beach and hearing that winner, boy, it's like, wow.
Wasn't you either.
It's crazy, though, but,
You only you have to ask yourself,
no.
when you rarely play, do you ever buy tickets there? Because if you don't, there's nothing to be, frustrated about. That's the first thing I check.
That's true. Yeah, and I go shopping there sometimes.
Yeah.
So you guys still there? Yeah.
I hardly ever
I wanted to share with you. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you, too. So last weekend out at St. Augustine Shores, you remember the late great, of course, Greg Larson.
Yes.
It was 2 years ago that we lost him, and we had a nice get-together where a lot of the former callers went out there.
Oh, good.
Pedro was there, Pedro Bregan. Yeah, and, of course, we told stories that we, of course, could not share on the air, but it was a good time, and you know how Greg was always known for his visual game.
Right.
So we all chipped in money, and whoever got the most right took the pot, and I won. So that was nice. Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
So we had a president's question last night that all the players who are Googans said you can't ask them that because they won't get it. So I'll maybe wait later on in the game, and we'll see if we do. Okay.
Alrighty. We'll take it.
But we had a team name last night that gave me inspiration to just ask you kind of a bonus question because I think you'll get it.
All right.
And the team name was the Triple Lindy, which was featured in a movie.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Can you tell me that movie?
Yeah.
Back to School.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I
was
figured
easy.
you'd get that one right out of the gate.
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your next category is condiments.
Condiments. Not to be confused
Yes.
with
Not
a two-syllable word there. Of course I know what you do with them. You fill them up with water and you throw them off the rooftops at people.
Do you know what movie that was from?
Summer of, was it Summer?
Oh, we got it.
Summer
Yes.
of 42 or something like that? Yeah.
Very good.
That
Look
was
at
easy.
You.
You're welcome.
Okay. What is green horseradish called in Japan?
It's wasabi.
It is wasabi.
That was easy.
Very good.
Boys ain't playing.
It's relish. They say it relish in Japan.
Folklore.
In the old days, you do some exaggerated accent when you do that. But see, we've learned, and we're much more acceptable, distasteful.
Yes.
Folklore.
Folklore. Yes. Allegedly, what woman's cow started the Great Chicago Fire in 1871?
Mrs. O'Leary's.
Mrs. O'Leary's cow. I was going to say Rosie O'Grady. Who's that?
I don't know.
It is Mrs. O'Leary.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Smartest man alive!
Does that not take you right back to grammar school, though, when you hear that question?
Yes.
Because that was one of the first things you learned that kind of stays with you.
Is that what started the Great Chicago Fire?
The night Chicago died.
If you're ever in Chicago, if you're ever in Chicago, anyone out there listening, if you go up there on vacation or you're up there for some reason, do something that you may not even know that you would enjoy doing, because I was kind of made to do this, and it was fantastic, and I've done another one since. But do that river cruise that they take you through the architecture and out into the lake, through the locks. It's
Hopefully you get Vince Vaughn as your tour guide.
well, and they got like a bar. It's fun. It's just cool. And I didn't know how much of Chicago is like there's water up to the buildings, like you're in Venice or something.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Okay. The law.
The law.
In law, which 5-syllable word describes a crime that was planned in advance and carried out willfully?
Premeditated.
Or shunned. Either way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As
Very
you know,
good.
I'm sort of a lawyer these days. I've been watching a lot of Suits and Lincoln Lawyer, so I feel like I could argue a case. I'm putting it out there for the Googans free of charge, or as we like to say in the business, pro bono.
Well, I'm surprised you're not watching old Perry Mason episodes then.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Mountains.
Mountains.
The highest mountain in Japan. What active stratovolcano has not erupted since 1708?
You know any volcanoes in Mount
Kilimanjaro? Is that Japanese?
Oh, is there Fuji?
Mount Fuji. That's another one.
But are you asking for the volcano?
It's the mountain and the volcano are the same thing, I think he's saying.
Yeah, but it's right, but it's yes.
It might be
that's
Fuji.
right.
I'm not sure Kilimanjaro is even Japan.
Yeah, I think Kilimanjaro might be Africa.
Yeah, I think you might be right too. I think Fuji's a good one. I don't know where that came from. That's the only other mountain I've heard of. I've heard of Mount Fuji, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll go Mount Fuji.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes!
Take
It's
that
exciting.
lap. Take that lap.
It's exciting.
Don't pull ahead of me.
He took a lap.
His lap.
If there would have been fans here, they would have gotten a 5. He's now pointing at the YouTube camera and he's
Giving fake 5s.
gesturing. And
That's a good pull right there. That's a blue question.
Yes, it was. And I liked it because it was a collective effort. It's always good when you guys all come together.
Let me. Rosie O'Grady's is a bar at a Church Street station in Orlando.
Thank you. I knew
That's right, in Orlando.
Yeah.
In Orlando.
Yeah,
That's right. In Orlando. How could I not remember that?
For the record, she did not have a cow.
Okay. U.S. states.
U.S. states.
Which state on the East Coast is nicknamed the Ocean State?
Maryland. Is it Maryland?
I don't know. You said it so quick.
Right?
Ocean City's in Maryland.
That's why I wanted to wait for the consensus, you know. Don't want you to jump the gun.
Delaware came to mind secondly, but I think it's Maryland. I think it's Maryland.
Okay. I would have said, if it were me,
Yeah.
and I'm not changing your answer.
Yeah.
I would have said Rhode Island. Because it's an island, but
I think
yeah.
I gotta go with Dan. I went to
Maryland?
like a
Okay.
a
Ocean
bar
State.
or something out
All right.
there.
Well, there you go.
We're going to go with Maryland.
Crabs, bruh.
Rhode Island.
Son of a bee stick.
Oh.
That'll happen.
What an idiot, man.
Oh. Okay.
Only because it's an island. I had
Everybody stand back.
no local interest, no insight. But hey, Rhode Island sounds like a winner to me. It's ocean all around that son of a so-and-so.
I disagree. I think that's a lie.
So, Jeff, honestly, how confident did you feel about Rhode Island?
I would
Rhode Island.
I would have definitely gone with it. Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, confident enough that
Yeah.
would have been my answer.
Okay.
I mean, I did not know it per se, but yeah.
Kind of just took away the whole Mount Fuji
Yeah,
excitement.
it did. It's what happens, man. Karma. You know,
It's okay. It's all
go
right.
Barry Sanders next
All right.
time, and maybe we'll score another touchdown. You know,
Dang it.
hand it to the ref and let's
Yeah,
move
right.
on.
Okay.
He did get excited too.
Okay.
Now.
Geography.
Oh, blue question.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Right. Okay.
Well, isn't that-
Oh no.
Isn't that what Rhode Island just was?
Go
By
ahead.
the way, I got to go 2 for 2 on.
I don't know.
All right.
No. Well, no, that was U.S. states.
Yes, it was U.S. states.
So
All right. Excellent.
it was. Yes. Okay.
Hit me.
Which of the following countries does not border Russia?
Huh.
Finland, Norway, or Sweden?
Ooh. Ooh.
Which one does not
This would
border
be a
Russia?
pure guess for me, so I have no idea. If you have an idea, you run with it.
I have watched
I would
so
say-
much
I
boring
would say-
television. I've seen every World War I and World War II documentary.
Sweden touch Russia?
That Sweden would be my gut.
That's
is,
what I
is
mean.
Not
Finland,
the
I
one.
think, does, but I have no idea.
Sweden and Norway,
I
to
can't
me, are
imagine.
the
I've
same
never heard
country.
like Sweden and Russia touching each other.
But isn't Norway?
You would
doesn't
know.
it?
I don't know.
I
I
think.
don't know.
But here's my concern with that: that Norway juts out into the water, doesn't it? Does it have a? I don't know.
I don't know.
No one knows really.
No one
Scientists have not confirmed this answer. But Sweden is what jumped into my head. But I think that's. I think this is a trick question. I think
You do?
everyone answers Sweden if they don't know.
Son of a beast thing.
Let me think, man. Let me think. I'm surprised.
What
that,
did you think, Norway?
I'm
What was your
surprised.
other one?
I'm surprised that three of them. I'm surprised that 2 of the 3 border it. To be honest.
What was your second choice?
Norway. Finland for sure, right? I mean, Finland, I think, is part of Russia. That's what it feels like, which means it's probably the answer. Wasting time here. All right, we're going to go Sweden.
That's correct.
That was easy.
Some gut instinct going on there. I'm just going to go with that.
Back in the New York groove.
I got an assist on the blue streak continuing. I got to be honest. I'm not sure what I. Sweden's the first thing popped into my head, too. Then I tried to talk myself out of it. All right, Johnny, what's
Okay.
next?
Okay. Your audio clue.
Oh, wonderful.
If you would, please, sir, E.
I'm too sexy for my love.
All true.
Too sexy for my love. Love.
This is a right said Fred.
Yes, that's it. Hey! Okay.
I'm glad you got it because I didn't know that one.
Wow.
That hits like right my
Okay.
senior year of high school, I bet. Can I get a year on that one, please? You got it there on your little YouTube video or whatever you're at? Can I get a year for
That 91 or 92?
Is it that old? Wow. I mean, that
91 or 92,
I
I'm
would've gone
thinking. I don't
80,
know.
So, yeah, that's past high school then.
92.
92. Oh. A time
Okay,
warp there.
okay, that's what I was
I
thinking.
wonder what I was doing between 85 and 92.
Yeah.
No good, apparently.
Still haven't gotten a text
Apparently.
from the billionaire yet, so I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, I think if I knew someone who had won that was close enough to share it with me, I would have heard by now.
Yeah, we would have known.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yes. Okay. No, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Artists. What drip, D-R-I-P, what drip artist was born in Cody, Wyoming in 1912?
You make a lot of assumptions here,
That's,
John, with that question. A lot. I've never heard
I
of
know
a
this.
drip artist.
I know this. It's Pollock.
It's Sidney Pollock.
It is.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Too easy.
Jackson Pollock, yeah.
I wouldn't.
That was easy.
Did you say Sidney Pollock?
I did. Who is that? Anyone?
He was a director.
A director.
Well, he was an actor, too.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that one.
Which-
Ed
more
Harris.
for me to direct
Ed
it.
Harris played him in the movies.
That's right.
Yeah.
He sure did.
Wow.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a little.
I really thought that one would probably.
you thought wrong.
Do you
throw you off.
include watching a movie with Ed Harris as, quote, a little art in your background?
I'm a drip.
Is that what just happened?
I'm sort of a drip fan. I'm a drip.
It's
artist
like
fan.
I watch Breaking Bad, and I got a little drug dealing in my background.
Did you? I'll tell you. Did you guys ever see The Right Stuff? back in the 80s, the movie The Right Stuff?
Dan has. I haven't.
100%.
Gosh, Ed Harris was absolutely John Glenn. He was perfectly
Ed
cast
Harris,
as
good
John
actor.
Glenn.
Yeah,
He is a good actor, Ed Harris.
He is. He definitely is. Okay. Bikes.
Bikes?
What bike company makes the Ninja, Vulcan, and the Eliminator motorcycles?
Oh, motorcycles. It's a bike company. I thought of Schwinn.
Schwinn.
Yeah. Is it
Right. Ninja, Vulcan, and the Eliminator motorcycles.
Is that Honda?
That's.
I think it's Honda.
No, it's more of a
it's more-
badass one. Like Honda's not a badass
Like
one.
Kawasaki. Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Yamaha.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Poor Honda. You're just too generic. Okay. Yeah. I don't.
Which one did you say? E?
I said Kawasaki.
What are the names of them again?
That's the one I want. Kawasaki.
Yeah. We'll
Let the good times
Ninja,
roll.
Vulcan, and Eliminator.
It might be Kawasaki.
I think it's Kawasaki. I don't think it's definitely not.
No, it's not.
You are.
Yeah, it's probably
you
Kawasaki.
are correct.
Yeah.
That is
correct.
That's why you have a team, gang.
Very good. You are. Okay. History.
Did you know that Kawasaki lets the good times
All
roll?
right.
Kawasaki. Was that there? That was them, wasn't it? I have forgotten all about that commercial. You just
was
said
it,
it.
yeah.
Let's the good times
I've forgotten
roll.
about that. Yes. Yep. Forgotten about
I
that.
have.
Okay.
You want to know how much society
What?
has changed?
How much?
I've got a good motorcycle story.
Yeah.
I think I may have told it on the air. I'm like 7, and people that we go to church with have his daughter. He had lived in Alabama or something. I got on the back. My parents put me on, and I was allowed. I got on the back of a motorcycle and went from Columbia, Tennessee, to some small town in Alabama, and back.
Wow.
Hang on, Jeffrey.
That's awesome.
I'll tell you, Mike.
World was a different
Very
place. We went to church with them. They were friends of the
Yes, it
family.
was.
I was friends with his daughter, which was the same age, and so it was just. But I can see how it was for him. I was better than going by myself.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was like a 7-hour trip. It was probably 30 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
Probably
Couple
seems
more,
like
Johnny.
it.
Couple
Okay.
more.
I lost my innocence. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. History.
Yes.
What nation suffered more casualties than any other during World War II?
What country suffered more
Wouldn't it
casualties?
be Japan because of the
Yeah, because of
Oppenheimer,
Hiroshima,
Nagasaki? Has to be, right?
Well, I don't know if it has to be, but
It wiped
that's
out 2 cities, didn't we?
Yeah, but I mean the war lasted a long. Yeah,
It's got to be like
it's either there or it's Russia or Japan, one of the two, because Russia got cold, right? And then they just die of like freezing. Japan is a good answer
That'd
because
be
of
my
the
guess.
mass casualties with those two events.
Yeah.
And there's always Germany because they're the Sturs and they're involved all the way, right?
They lost.
Yeah, and they lost, so
Yeah.
they're going to be losing them all along the way. Ooh, that's a good one, man. That's a good. You could almost go multiple choice on that sucker and it still be a good question.
It is a good question. I like it too.
I really think it's Russia, Hick.
I can go with it. I'm not 100%. I'm just throwing that out there as my
Russia.
The Soviet Union.
Yes,
that is
sir!
correct. Ooh.
Got him!
Very good. Very good.
All you got to do is fall asleep watching the History Channel for about 4 or 5 years in a row, and it'll sink in.
Yes. Okay. And
What about that one, huh?
You're going for a perfect score, aren't you?
No, we missed Rhode
Lost the
Island.
first
Yeah,
one
I know Rhode
earlier.
Island's not an island. I just mean
Oh,
island.
that's right.
It's an
That's right.
island.
See, it's such a distant memory.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Well, Jeff has a perfect score. Okay.
No, Jeff
TV.
would have said Honda, so we'll just do our best here.
You son of a beast.
Okay. Okay. All right.
How about Mount Fuji?
Within 2 years, either way. Within 2 years, either way. What year did Married with Children premiere on TV?
Okay, I'm gonna this goes back. Yeah, I'd say this is like
Gotta be at least.
it's like 90. It's like 90. I mean, it might be it might be
think
a
it's
little
earlier.
bit. I don't think so.
No.
It could be. Could be 86. Man, I got a lost zone there. When I went to college, I didn't watch TV for like 6
but
years.
I'm trying to remember when it was on. And
I can remember going to
I think it was earlier than 9. I think it's like 80.
I can remember.
I'd rather go 86 to get me in the 88, 84.
Yeah,
or 87.
That's
How about
with
80?
Al Bundy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
How about 87? That way you get to 89 and 85 within 2.
How about 88? You think it's 85?
I just need to have that covered.
85 is too early, dude. It's not 85.
I was awfully young watching, thinking of that.
You watched it at home? I never watched that until I was at least in college.
I was in college, man. I was 85. I was in college.
Yeah,
I didn't watch TV. 86, I didn't watch TV. But 87, I started watching.
I like early 90s, but dang, 85? Oh, I like 88.
No, I'm saying 87 gives us 86, 85,
What about
88, 89.
What about 88 gives us 86 to 90?
Okay.
88.
1987. Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
Right in it. Yeah. Right.
Well
in the
done,
sweet spot.
Johnny. Well done.
Thank you, John.
Good job,
Thank
guys.
you, brother. Appreciate
Have a great day. We'll see you.
I think we seem smart today. The 10-minute drill should be fun. That's next on a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. After the workday, Rick Ballou goes to work.
Did you see him really working it there? That was something special.
With more Jags and the stories that are buzzing. Go into the night with Rick Ballou. Then it's Hacker After Dark. Evenings on 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here. Tired of joint pain holding you back? Try BioTarget from Injury Care Centers. This treatment will prolong the life of your joints by targeting the root of your pain and delivering more regenerative cells to the affected area, ensuring faster and more effective healing, making BioTarget the most advanced regenerative treatment. For a limited time, BioTarget starts as low as $499. Call Injury Care Centers or visit GoBioTarget.com. That's GoBioTarget.com.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing summer specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
When you hear a great call on 1010XL, telephone communique. It's covered by the All Pro Roofing phone line.
If you'd like any further information, just call me.
Listen for great phone interviews all day on the All Pro Roofing phone line on 1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. These days, it's hard to know which companies to trust. When it comes to banking, I trust South State Bank. South State truly values its customers, and they work hard to create meaningful, lasting relationships. I love going into my local branch. I see the same smiling faces I've seen for years. South State is the largest bank headquartered in Florida, so they're able to offer all the banking services you need. You can trust South State Bank. Banking forward. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, come to Bowden Eye for all your eye care needs. Hicken here. Did you know that diabetes is the leading cause of blindness, affects up to 34 million Americans? Don't take diabetes lightly, gang. If you have it, please visit your favorite Bowden Eye doc. Save your vision. Bowden Eye is dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye and Associates. You need to visit today for your personal consultation, keeping the First Coast focused. Bowden Eye, new location now open off County Road 210 in St. Johns County.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you.
every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This is Hayes Carline for Island Wing Company, located on Southside near Tinseltown, and our new location at Bartram Park in St. Johns County. 2 great locations offering the ultimate sports bar experience where you can stick to healthy options. Island Wing Company has a wide selection of fryer-free food. The wings are baked, not fried, with so many awesome flavors to choose from. You can also get delicious salmon, tuna, flatbreads, and tacos. With tons of spectacular TVs, dog-friendly patios, and 2 daily happy hours, Island Wings can't be beat.
Malfunctions in your electrical panel can lead to hazards like fire or power outages, leaving your home at risk. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
888-8-Sparky. Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
Hey, Hicken here from our friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. Be ready for anything on the road or off the road this summer at Nimnick Buick GMC. Popular Buick and GMC models arriving daily. No one will ever pay over MSRP. Stop by their showroom on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295. Shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com if you want. You want an oil change from the comfort of your living room? How about Nimnick Buick GMC? Now offers mobile oil changes across all Jacksonville communities. Nimnick will come to your home or office, change your oil and filters, rotate your tires, top off your fluids, and even change your wiper blades or replace your battery. How easy is that? Book it online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. In the business for 82 years. That's one reason why they do business the right way. They're family-owned, they're family-operated. No one cares more about their customer before and after the sale. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Keeping your body healthy and active leads to a more vibrant life. A great place to do that is the First Coast YMCA. The Y is equipped with state-of-the-art cardio and strength equipment, plus group exercise studios where trainers host activities like yoga, Zumba, and cycling sessions. The full-court basketball gym and indoor 5-lane swimming pool are open year-round. The Kids Zone can keep an eye on your kids while you work on that dad bod. And it's all available with your family membership. Learn more at fcymca.org.
For all your automotive repair needs, choose to Get Famous for the triangle of vehicle safety. That's tires, brakes, and the front end. Famous Automotive and Tire. 7 locations to help you get back on the road safely. Famous Automotive.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
I'm Sam Nelson. The Jags' first preseason game is this Saturday against the Cowboys. Head coach Doug Peterson says, look for the starters to play.
But right now, I anticipate our starters playing a little bit, at least getting a series or 2 in this game.
The pass rush was a weak spot for the Jags last season. Now, according to linebacker Josh Allen, it's a whole new game.
I see high numbers for the both of us, but also Caleb between the rushing side.
NFL Network reporter Ian Rappaport says Jaguar QB Trevor Lawrence's stock is on the rise.
He's a former number 1 pick who's as talented as they come. I mean, the upside is as high as you can go.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by J-Dog Junk Removal, veteran owned and operated.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Hit it.
All right, sports concepts and rationalization.